Welcome back to the table, everybody. I'm very excited to be opening up God of War. This is new to me. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen this, played this. It's been out a couple of years, I believe. 2019 according to this, so 2 years at least. So I'm very excited. I saw this on YouTube. I don't know how I missed this when it came out, but I love card games. And when I saw this one, the artwork looked fantastic. The gameplay seemed pretty cool. However, I don't think it went anywhere beyond this basic box set. And I'm a little disappointed. I have some ideas why based on the card play that I saw. But I thought, you know what? It looks pretty cool. I'm going to give it a shot. So here it is. Let's take a look. I'm willing to give games a shot here. So I got this, ordered it from Noble Knight Games. I'm mentioning that because sometimes people ask, well, where did you pick that up? So I did order it from Noble Knight Games. I'm going to take a moment. Thought this would come off a little easier than it is. Easy enough. Alright. So God of War, the card game. We did look a little bit at the back. So it's got 70 starting action cards, 88 upgrade cards, 6 quest cards, 4 final boss cards, 20 status cards, 10 shatter crystal cards, 92 scene cards, first player token, an enemy die, 20 common tokens, 6 stun tokens, 44 damage tokens, 10 death tokens, 12 hand limit tokens, 5 rage tokens, 2 Freya tokens, 5 hero dashboard, 6 hero standees, 6 plastic stands, and a rulebook. It does say 1 to 4 players, ages 14 plus, about 90 minutes. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Alright, I'm going to point out as we get through this and look at some stuff, I'm going to point out the things that made me go, yes. Graphically, I want that. Gameplay wise, you know, who knows. But we have here, I'm just going to push this and pull things out. We've got a rule book. And I mean, the rulebook looks nice. It's actually not a very big rule book, so this should be pretty quick to read through. Nice, looks like some really good card examples there. Again, graphics. I'm a graphics person. Yeah, when I play video games, graphics, that's my thing. I like graphics in my card games and my board games. And these look sweet. I'll show you some stuff. They look really, really sweet. Alright. Oh, good. A summary. I'll probably end up looking on Board Game Geek for a summary I can print out. Sometimes fans make awesome accessories and whatnot that you can print and play with your game. Okay, how much cardboard do we have? Well, here's one sheet of cardboard tokens. A lot of health. Well, we'll find out. I see skulls, makes me think it marks death or something. These are rage. I do remember watching this on a playthrough. Your character has like a rage meter, and as you do certain actions, this marks how far along the rage meter you are. Not quite sure. I don't remember what lightning bolts are, but there's a few things. And here's those marvelous standees. Now I watched someone do their playthrough. I feel like I got dust on these. I watched someone do the playthrough, and they actually put this on the standee and was moving them, and he had a top-down view. I think if I film this, I'll probably won't put them on the standee. I'll just, you know, punch them and use them like that. I mean, because again, if you're going to have something, I mean, the artwork on here, I think they're great looking. I think they look great, but you can't see that if they're on a standee and you're looking down on them. So I'll probably play with them face up, if you will. I think that's your first player token. Don't remember what these are. Don't remember what these are, and I don't remember what those were. So we'll learn when we read. Okay, I will show you this though in the box. I thought was cool. They have a nice custom like insert to hold everything. I thought that's nice. I wish more games came with a custom insert to hold stuff. So there's that. But let's grab this stack of stuff here. So this band, usually when I have a game like this, I try to keep the band, and then I can put the parts back in. But I struggle with that so much. I do. because you know they'll have that stacked and then they band it. They don't make the band and then slide stuff in. So I never get these to work for repeated uses the way I would like. So we're going to slide these off. So let's talk about some artwork. So first of all, I believe this is, you know, artwork from the video game, because it is a video game, which I haven't played. I'm not a huge video game player, but I do appreciate good art, and I think this is cool. So I'll have my little player. There's the solo mode. When you do solo, there it is. There's only like, you play with these 3 characters for solo mode. I did see somebody play, and they were playing, basically, they were playing just themselves, but they played a cooperative version of the game. That way they could play any character they want. But if you play the specific solo mode, then it tells you which of these, like 6 characters, there's 3 that are specifically used together in the solo mode. So either play the solo mode, or like this other person did, he like had, you know, a couple of folks, and he's like, well, I'm just playing co-op mode. I think maybe he had like 3 people. This wasn't the 3 he had, but he said, yeah, I'll just play with any old 3 I want, and I'll just play the cooperative mode, which is like the full mode, and then I guess there's special rules for solo mode. But I think these cards are pretty cool. Here's your little rage tracker. When your rage tracker fills up, you get to do your special ability. So nice. Again, I think pretty good artwork. It'd be nice to have some more characters. That might be one limiting factor why this didn't go further. I haven't seen any expansions, but then I haven't looked hard enough, and I figured I'd play the base game first. So maybe people just didn't like specifically all the characters chosen. Like this guy is like a floating head. He's just floats around with you. Maybe they didn't like Brock and Sindri. I don't know, but there's Kratos, I think, and his kid Atreus and Freya. So maybe if you had more characters, that would be a thing. Oh, well, you know what? Let's show you this. This is really nice. Flip this open. I guess I can put tokens in here, standees. This will be, when I say tokens, like the standees and all the cardboard, looks like that will fit in here perfectly. Here's the plastic stands to put the little cardboard standees in. Little spot for the defense die. Yeah, so when you do certain things, you roll this, and that tells you how many, like the shield tell you how much damage blocks or success blocks. Well, that's extreme. You got a 1, 2, a couple of zeros, and then there's a 5. Yeah, screw that. Man, that's a nice looking die, though. I had to admit, that's a sharp looking die. Yeah, 2, take that. Ah, block 2. Why do you always block 2? Ah, only block 1. Where's some zeros? That 5 stands out, though. That's the critical failure die right there. Here we have, you know, I don't know. We're just going to yank these suckers out and take a look at them. There we go. That's how I like my cards. All right, here comes the zoom in. Right about there. Stabilize. Perfect. Travelers. Oh, I think these are your quests you get to pick from. From what I remember seeing someone say on YouTube, I guess when you go to do a specific campaign or like a mission, there's 2 mission cards that go with each scenario. And if you pick one, you're going to do that mission, but like if you don't pick the other one, it has like a negative it gives you. I don't know if that's true, but that'd be kind of cool. Maybe that's it. So if I was looking at these 2 and I say, yeah, I'll go ahead and do Grindel's, then I would flip and it says, before the first round, each player removes 2 shield cards from their deck. So there's like a penalty. So take 1 for your mission, and the one that you don't take has some kind of penalty that starts out the quest. Kind of cool. I mean, I don't know if I like games that automatically have like penalties and things in it. You know, but I'm sure it's not too detrimental. But there's an Ogre quest, Helheim, Alfheim, Stone Ancient. Oh, Resilier, Magni and Modi. These are final bosses. Final boss. So not much artwork here. I know I was talking about artwork, but yeah, this is your text card for your quest. So anyway, I've yanked those out, so they're now separate and floating out here. Here's some cards. They do not have the little convenience tab. So I'm going to try very carefully with this pencil to open these and then try not to damage the cards. Okay, that comes off pretty good. Great. And these are your, I don't want to call them stamina cards. That's just kind of what comes to mind. I know it probably said on the back what they are, but again, this is a deck builder game. This is one reason why I wanted this. I love deck builder games. I like when you start with a certain amount of cards that you play with, and as you progress in adventure and quest and whatnot, you can get more cards and pick cards you like, and I think that's pretty cool. So, you know, if I'm attacking whatever, great, I get to play a +2 card and another +2 card. So I think these are very cool. These like activate certain creatures on the board, and the artwork on these is very simplistic, but I think it's really well done. Really gives me that sense of like runic type artwork, and then of course it's got runes. But well, they serve their purpose well. You know, cool. And there's a bunch of them. Draw 2 cards. All right. Discard a plus card to heal any one hero that same amount. Sweet, healing. Play a single bonus card, doubling its value. And these are plus cards, so I guess I could play that, and that'd be a 4. Nice. And I mean, so that's really it. Just looks like these are just a bunch of your stat cards. And I think in one of the videos I watched, a review or something, they said, yeah, how simplistic is the background? Does it need to be more? I think it looks great. Plus, if you are a card sleever, you're not going to be looking at those backgrounds anyway. Ooh, this is 2 decks. Status cards. Now let's see if I can carefully open that. My X-Acto blade, so I can get in there easier, is missing. It's off doing something else, so let's see if I can just manhandle that. There we go. Use strength. Status cards. So there's some stun statuses, pretty self-explanatory. Poison. Alright, so here's your status cards. Stun and poison so far. Your shadow crystals. You may discard this card to draw a card. Okay, are they all the same? Sure. Alright, great. Well, that was a small deck, so condition cards and some shadow crystal cards. Cool. There we go. Kratos. Ooh, don't need the pencil. Almost got it. Ah, nice. There you go. I guess maybe those are specific to Kratos, so the other ones are generic, and then I guess these are specific that you can purchase for the person you're playing. Or this is their starting hand. Very well could be these are the starting hand. I'm going to guess these are the starting hand that you get for each of those characters. That would make sense to me. Mimir, the floaty head. I didn't read the backstory on them. I don't know if they're brothers, related of some sort. I'm not sure. Just something about the picture that the head doesn't seem to match the body very well. It's kind of weird looking. I think these are the starting decks for the characters you play with. Alright, great. So we have condition cards. I'm going out on a limb and saying these are like your starting decks. Then you have your quest cards here with a detriment if you don't take that particular quest. And then here was for like the store when you get to purchase cards. There's a whole lot of the stamina type cards, so you can customize your deck. And I think I'm struggling. Can't even get these in the box. I think these last cards, these are the cards that really spoke to me. I believe these are the quest boards, if you will. So each quest has a certain amount of cards that go with it. And they lay out into a cinematic display, which when I was watching people play, I was like, oh man, that's what's really gorgeous to me. And there's a bunch here. So if these are all a mission, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many quest cards were there? Oops, I'm guessing there's going to be about, I keep bumping my camera with my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's 10. But it looks like with each of these, if they're double-sided, I think this gives you a chance to play, because for like every mission that you have when you're setting up, there's a mission that you take and one that gives a penalty. I mean, you could go back and play again, and then this time play the other mission. So I believe these are numbered 1 through 10. Okay, well that makes sense. And then I'm wondering if there's a number 10. Yeah, so each card has a stack of adventure cards, it looks like. Look at that, learning the game. So here's number 1. Let's say I play them in order. So I'm going to open up number 1. And what's cool is inside the box here, it's got this neat tray. I guess, well, it's a tray, but you just lay them in here. And I like the fact that they just kind of fit in its groove, so it kind of lets them lay flat, but it catches them, so it holds them in place. I just thought that was kind of cool. So here's 1. Alright, so here's, I'm going to say that just means like mission 1. So I'm going to learn the game, I'm going to play this. And this part I thought was cool. I might have to lift the camera up. There you go, so we can actually lay this out. I'm not sure what side's front, but here's what I thought was cool. And I think it matters how you lay these out too. So let's say you lay them out. Again, without seeing, I'm not sure. I might be wrong. I think there's 4, like 4 on the bottom. Okay, that picture might not match. It kind of matches up. Let's see. What else is there? I think there was you here, possibly? How does that look on the camera? There we go. I wish these were a little bit thicker. I was hoping these were more cardboardy, but now that I have them in my hand, they're like a playing card. I wouldn't even call that like a tarot size for those trying to sleeve. Okay, so then the other trick then is, again, matching up the artwork. I don't think that goes there. Okay, well, I didn't say I was good at matching up the artwork. Let's see. There's a big wheel. I don't think the wheel goes there. I think the wheel might actually be off. Huh. Well, oh, here we go. This tells me where. Okay, I guess this one goes here. That matches up. It tells me right here where it goes. This is the first place. Match the color code. So that's gray. Alright, just like that. The card does tell me where it goes. Sweet. So this little dot right there. So that's the first place, second place. Look at that. I was pretty close. Now, this I thought was way cool. This board kind of concept, I thought was neat. And one of my thoughts is probably why the game didn't go very far. It's not very dynamic. You just kind of have, this is your game board. But I thought it looked cool. I liked that you had this nice, cool artwork. Overall, the game just spoke to me of like, it just looks really cool. And now, certain things you do, I don't know if it's on here at all, but like this is also positioning for the bad guys. Like there's like an archer, there's an archer guy, here's a sword person there. But there's certain things you could do. Maybe not this guy. Well, he flips. But then there's a backside to the card too. And I know some of these, the boss like travels, or there's like an archer. Let's see if this one has it. No, that's a treasure if you flip it. This isn't a good example because I don't know what's on here, but there was one I saw, one of these maps where you had like a boss on the back side of the card, and when you did a certain action, the boss came down. So you'd flip it to the blank side, and then you flip the bottom card, which was normally blank, and you'd flip it to the boss side, like the creature actually moved down. so they position back and forth a little bit. I thought that was kind of cool, and it maintains this nice cinematic piece of art. So I thought the board was cool, and then when you are out and about adventuring and fighting these things, you know, we'll just put our little token down here, which you can't see because the camera's not high enough or whatever. But if I've got my board laid out, so instead of putting my people on the standee, you can't really see them, I'll just kind of put them right there so you know who's doing what where. That looks good to me. Yeah, so isn't this cool though? I thought that was a pretty cool concept for the board. It's a semi-dynamic board. And the artwork looked cool. Well, okay, it might not strike you as cool as it does for me, but I was like, dang, that looks sharp. And then the cards and everything, I think it was just a nice, tidy little package. But anyway, let's put that back. Let's see if I can get that back in the plastic. I'll just mix them up. Since now I know how to tell where the card goes, if I leave them in this plastic, I should be able to get them back in. That will help protect them when I'm not playing. And like I said, I don't think that's tarot size. I don't know if they have a specific card size. Again, for you sleevers. And then it just goes right back in the box there. And let's see. We also had, as I put some of this back together again, what do we got? We had the character cards, which will go in right there. And then we have, I'm not putting the decks back in there, we'll just leave them floating like that. Then we had 2 cardboard pieces, but there was a nice big spot in that tray to hold all the cardboard that you punch. I forgot to put that on. Oh, hold on. Just to make sure it all doesn't go floating out. Gosh. Alright, well, we're stuck on something. There we go. Just gotta be smarter than the pieces. Alright, well there. Again, I love that that comes with a custom tray already built into the game. I think that's fantastic. Then the cardboard will fit in there once I punch it all. Then you got your God of War, the card game rule book right there. And it all fits in the box. Great. So can't wait to play that one. Well, what do you think? Have you played God of War, the card game before? What were your thoughts? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you have a different kind of adventuring card building game that you would recommend over this one? If so, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyway, thanks again for watching this unboxing, and I will talk to you later.